Okay, now for right now we are going to create something else. Since we are done with the reset, I know I did not share with you a video of how to export, but that will be the final bit. So for now, we are going to now learn how to create a campaign poster. So I'll call this campaign poster. Now remember, these posters, most of them are in portrait format. Okay. For now, the measurements, we are going to stick to the same measurements here. I won't change anything, but take note, in exam, I can change the measurements. So you need to be very keen with that. Where do you find the measurements? We find them here, and then also the types of measurements. So you need to be very keen with this. So custom, I'm going to just maintain them as they are. Then I press OK. So we have this is our workspace. We are going to try to create a campaign poster. You have seen campaign posters around, so we're going to create a simple one here as well. Now what do we need? We are going to create a simple design that you are familiar with. We also need an image as well. So for now, I'm going to engage with the type tool. So you go to your toolbox here, you click, then you right click. Now as you right click, you are going to notice we have 4 type tools. Now remember, let's say I want to have my text moving vertically instead of horizontally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the vertical type tool, and then I click from here and I type the word vote. Are you seeing that? Now there is a challenge. When I type the word vote, you can see it is even small and also it is red in color. I want it to be black. So I'll press Ctrl A, and then I change the color of the text. You run to this gentleman here where you have color, double click, and then you select the color that you want. So it is black. So I need to make this big. I'm going to increase the size and make it like 72, or you may increase. Now if you want to increase the size of your text, you can go beyond 72. How can you do that? You just come in this menu here at the upper part of your screen, you highlight, and then let's say you want to make it 100. Okay, so let's make it 100. I'll go with that. Now you can see it is even in italic format. So what I'll do, I'll try to change this, and then I just choose black. Yeah, so we have, and I click on the move tool to accept the set changes. So I'm going to drag. The move tool helps you to drag your text around your workspace. So I'm going to duplicate this to save time. On your side, you may just come back the type tool and you do the typing here. For my case, I want to save time. I'll go to the layer section here, and then I duplicate this, and then I drag it here. So if you can't do this, it's okay. Just make sure that you type, just grab the type tool and then you type from here. So click on the move tool and then I drag it out. So we have a similar text here. So it has duplicated that text. Now what next? The image. What image are we going to use? I'll grab your profile photo and then you can place it here. But before we put the photo there, I'm going to put here some designs. So I'll grab the rectangle tool, you go to shapes, and then I want to try to zoom out for you to see. So I'm going to try to draw from here. When I draw that, you'll find my shape has no color. So what do? Remember, in the previous video, I had removed the fill, I had made it 0%, so I'll try to increase it here. For your case, you may find it's already dark, so in my case, it's not. So what color am I going to use? Let's say I want to change the color of this shape. I'll just come to this gentleman here called color, I double click. Then let's say I try to navigate around here. So I'll try to select, let's say, the blue color from that one there. Now it won't change the color immediately. In Photoshop, you'll find the color will not change as soon as possible. So what you'll do, you'll look for the paint bucket tool. So you try to look for it from here around your shapes. For now, you may go through your tools and then you try to look for it. Okay, it's next to this shape that is called the gradient tool. Okay, it's like a square here. So you right click on it, you'll see paint bucket tool. You'll find some versions of Photoshop have 3 options here. Just select the paint bucket tool. You'll find others have 3D paint bucket. Choose paint bucket tool. Click on it. Then you come here, left click. It's going to first send you this message here. Just accept, and then nothing will happen. Okay, proceed again, left click, and then the color will change. So you're going to repeat the same procedure again. I go to the move tool, I click here to accept this. Then what I'll do, again, to save time on my side, I'm going to just duplicate another shape here. So I have this, so I'll pull this out. Now as I pull this out, I'm going to change the color of the shape to white. So I'll double click here and then I select white. For your case, you may just grab another rectangle and draw if you find it's easier for you. So I'll click, select the color I want, paint bucket tool, and then click. So I need to get rid of this boundary here. I'll come, I double click from here, and then stroke, and then I just do this. Yeah, I'll get rid of that, just like that, and then press OK. So let me see what's wrong. Okay, there's a challenge. I think, let me delete this. There's a mistake I've made there. I want to just grab a fresh rectangle tool I drew. So I want to do this here. So we have something like this. It's already white in color, which is okay. Then I'm going to add another rectangle that is for another design here. So these are designs you can come up with. So I have another one here. So for this one, I'm going to give it a color. It will be red. So very first, then you grab the paint bucket tool and place it there. For white, it is also there. So now what comes next? We need to type some information here. But before we type, remember this thing is you need to remove the stroke. So I'll come here and then I click, I try to reduce on the stroke. Yeah, so I'm moving that darkness there. And then I think I'll do the same with this one here, perhaps even this one here. So the layers are very important. Alright, so we have this. Now what comes next is I'll grab again this gentleman type tool and then you right click. And this time around I want my text to appear horizontally, so I'll click, then come my left click here and then I type my name. Okay, could have it. Now as I'm typing, you can see the text is red. What do I do? If you don't see what you are typing, you press Ctrl A and then I'm going to change this to white. So select here white, press OK. Now the text is too big, so what I'll do, I need to reduce the size of the text. I'll go up here and then I estimate the size I want. Let's have gone with this size. So I proceed, I type the name, Raymond Gerard. So you could use your name. Now if you notice that your text is not appearing at the center, just grab the, click on the move tool up here and then you try to drag it manually. So what comes next is we need to type what position are you standing for. So of course, to save time on my side, I'm going to duplicate this. For your case, you may just grab the type tool again, you do the typing here. So I'm going to grab this and then I want to click on the type tool and I edit. So perhaps you are standing for Guild President. Now this one that is going to be in the white space, it should at least be red. Press Ctrl A and then I'm going to try to make it red in color. So I select red, press OK. So we have this Guild President. So I need to wind up with this. Now if you make a mistake, you have an additional layer, you just come to this icon for deleting. So to help you delete that text. So type, then Guild President. Now this text is too big, so I'll slightly reduce it, press Ctrl A, and then this is 48. Perhaps I'll make it 36. Yeah, so you have something like that. Now I'll grab again the type tool, and then you put for how long are you going to be there. So grab the type tool and then click from here. So I need to specify how long, 2024 stroke 2025, perhaps that is it. And then we have that. Then what is your slogan? So slogan, you can grab your type tool, again you type from here, or you can duplicate. In my case, I want to just duplicate the text. So when I grab this, for your case you can just type, okay? Type, if you find that is challenging, then I change the color to white. So strive for peace. So now strive for peace. Let's say this is my slogan. So what we are left with is the image. What image are we going to use? So what you're going to do, let's say it's a profile photo. There's a website you can use to remove the background image. Okay. So I'm going online here. So I want to say remove background. So I'll press that. So it is this one here. It's a very good website. Of course, in the exam I'll provide you with the what? With the pictures. So click here, drop, start, remove the photo, then you go to pictures. So you try to look for your pictures are. Mine are here. So let's say I need to grab one and then I edit it. So I want to grab a profile photo here. Then I try to I have this one here. I just click on it. So you have this image, as you can see, but it's going to remove the background. After doing that, you click on the download button and then select standard resolution. You give it a few seconds, it has downloaded. So what next? You go to file, then you click on place, and then you finally look for that image. So you find it around here, downloads. So I have it here. Press place. Now when you drag it there, you'll find the image is not clear. Okay. So what you will do, you can use your arrows to make it move like that. If not, you first click on the move tool, then it will say place, you just accept. Now when you do that, you see it's very small, isn't it? You want to make it a bit big. So you go to edit, then free transform, then I press shift and then I try to make it slightly big. So again, move tool to accept the changes, I try to drag it. Now as you're dragging it here, you'll find it is covering my text. So what do you do? What do you do to solve this? You want to grab your image, you start dragging it downwards, okay, up to where you reach at this part that has the shape. The shape is here, shape 3, which is red in color. So I want to click, then you drag. Are you seeing that? Now the text is in front of it. So what of the shape? So I want to place it behind the shape. You drag again. So you see that? So as I drag downwards, you'll notice something else. It's again going through this. So you continue the same procedure. I drag up to down there. So it's a matter of just dragging this. You grab your mouse and drag downwards such that the image covers this and looks more realistic. Now remember, if you look at Photoshop, we have custom tools here that we can use. You go to the toolbox, you right click, click on custom shape, and then you go up here. There's a drop down arrow here called geometry options. You click on it. Sorry, this is here where you see shape. Now I want to look for a tick. I need to have a tick to complete this check mark. I click on it and then I try to draw my check mark around here. By saying that this is for free, you'll find it in Photoshop there. So right now it is white in color, but I'll adjust. I may change it to red, perhaps. Yeah, I change it to red. So what I'll do, double click, and then you go with the red color, then you grab the paint bucket tool, you okay. Now the thickness, I may double click to get rid of the thickness there. Yeah, so press OK. Now I need to reduce the size of this tick. So what I'll do, go to image, edit, then free transform, and I try to press shift on the keyboard, and I try to reduce the size. If you're comfortable with this size, or if you're not, you continue reducing the size. Let's say this is it. You click on the move tool, and then you see this message, you click on apply. So you're able to drag your, it is here. So you can add the others to complete this. You may add the badge of the organization, or for that political party, you add it somewhere around here. So basically that is what this is a campaign post, a simple one here. Yeah, for the issue of exporting, I'll show you how to export this. For now, of course, exporting will come towards the end, so I'll only work on one, and you need to be following on how to export. Of course, exporting is something simple. You go to file, then save as, and then remember your work should be on the desktop. So you see Photoshop by default is saved as .psd, so you look for Photoshop PDF, you select it. When you do that, it will help you to export it in PDF format, and then you click on the save button. Click on the save button, this message will come on the screen, click on OK, and then you'll find it will send you another message like this, just proceed to save PDF, then again another message will come, just say yes. When you do that, automatically it's going to save your poster. So that is how you export. Okay, you export, and then it is taken for printing. How do they print? They click on this and then they print. Okay, but this is a simple campaign poster. So I've shown that once, I'm not showing it again because you now know what to do. So we are left with a few more, the business card, and then also the what, the certificate. Yeah,